Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ybot, and welcome back to Civilization Beyond Earth Rising Tide, or BERT, as we affectionately call it, because it's a terrible acronym. Sounds like your homosexual roommate. I mean, Sesame Street. It sounds like Sesame Street. Yes. Alright, so anyway, let's go ahead and continue on here, and the drinking light will be on here. I do apologize, folks. There is going to be no sound from the game. I fucked this one up again. I did it with XSplit managed to mute the things, and I didn't catch it. I am getting better at catching it. I tried one more time to do that to me, and I got it. So, here's hoping this is going to be the last one. It probably won't be, but you get one of these every time I fuck up like that. You get one of these where I ramble. I ramble and I drink beer and possibly make fun of myself. So maybe all of them should be like this. Who knows? So anyway, I took a quick look and reviewed the episode prior to this one, and it looked like I was just building up my civilization. Didn't look like much happened. I'm trying to remember here. I know that shit goes down later on. I promise you guys that shit goes down later on. Those videos probably haven't been popped out yet, and unfortunately, I can't see the whole damn screen in the nice little narration screen in Windows Movie Maker, which also Windows Movie Maker is probably going to fuck with the quality of this video, so my apologies for any sort of messing up of the quality. So I'm taking a look at my diplomatic screen here, and something that I really do like quite a bit about this is the respect versus fear things there, especially fear, because fear is directly tied to military strength from what it seems, and this actually allows for, it makes the AI less crazy, but at the same time it makes them a lot easier. Like, I think that it's going to be really, really easy to win against the AI in higher difficulties. Like, I'm gonna try Apollo next. I'm gonna try the equivalent of Deity next time around, and we'll see. I haven't finished this series off, so who knows? Maybe I will lose, but I think I'm in a pretty strong position by the at least where I've ended off. I'll find out later on today, because I'm gonna go ahead and probably record a few more of these. It's Christmas Eve is the time of the recording of this commentary. This video was recorded a couple of weeks ago, but I'm just getting around to fixing my fuck up now. So yeah, at least a fan didn't have to point it out to me this time. I saw it myself. I am checking now. Thank you to the one fan who did check it out. It's some dude from Australia. Checked it. Was like, no sound on this one. Like, thanks, dude. I'm sorry. So yeah, anyway. We got a harmony level. Harmony level 1. I believe we are pushing hard for supremacy here. I believe that we've probably gotten a lot of purity in the process as well. Because, yeah. And now we're just looking for the new technology, and I don't even remember what my thought process was. I know I want to go Emancipation Gate at the end of the day, but I'm also trying to grab some affinity levels because that's going to help. So robotics would be a good choice over there, depending on the number of turns. Now, I can't really see the number of turns all that well because things are too fucking blurry in Windows Movie Maker because I can't full screen this shit. So, yeah, anyway, I've made no decisions, and yeah, I'm looking at Emancipation Victory right here. You need to launch a laser comm satellite to reestablish communication with Earth, find out just how shitty things are going on Earth without us, and then eventually we need to go ahead and build the Emancipation Gate, and we need to deliver them freedom down the barrel of a gun. Like, we have found the way that you can survive just fine on the toxic shithole that we have made Earth. You just need to be assimilated. And resistance is futile. Yes. But we're not the Borg. We're like the Protoss. And the just think of it as the Protoss, and it's like the Kawa. It's the kala. It's the union of our thoughts and emotions. Except you're getting assimilated because it's not a free will. Although, just to be a lore nerd for a second, go completely off topic, the kala was actually, from what I can tell, it was more or less forced on the Protoss by this Kaz guy who was just like, alright, this is fucking stupid. Everybody's killing each other. They won't listen because they can't communicate with each other. I'm gonna make them. So that's what he did. He found a way to make all the Protoss be joined at the hip psychically, to turn a rather clumsy phrase, and yeah, that's the bastardized history of the Protoss Kala. And then something bad happens in StarCraft Legacy of the Void. I won't tell you what, because, it's a bit too early. It's only December. Maybe you haven't played it yet. Maybe you're waiting for it to go on sale. Maybe you haven't played it and care about the storyline. Highly unlikely, but I won't start spoiling other games just yet. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and have some of my delicious Alexander Keith's India Pale Ale. I have not had any yet. I'm just being a goof. So, something that I've actually on a note... Just shut up, Wybot. Take your drink. Alright, there we go. So, something that was mentioned on some of the Civ Beyond Earth Reddit forums, or possibly on Civ Fanatics forums, I'm not sure which. I spend a lot more time on Reddit than I do on the Civ Fanatics forums. But anyway, so it was probably there. Anyway, this guy was like, okay, well, what you gotta do to beat Apollo is you gotta be all isolated. Don't give any agreements, because it's gonna just give them advantages. You don't want the AI to get too many advantages. But I think something that he forgets is that diplomatic capital is useful for a whole lot of shit. And basically giving the AI a science boost. Like, normally you'd think that's really, really stupid, but at least on this difficulty. And I think the last time I tried playing it on the equivalent of Emperor. I think it's called Gemini difficulty. So that one, it worked out just fine. So far, this one, it doesn't seem too bad to give them agreements. It helps level up your leader. It helps level up their personality traits. So that's very important, because those costs go up every single time. So keeping those agreements going is actually good, and it also leads to positive modifiers more often than not with the leaders, unless they hate the leader that you're making an agreement with. So, yeah. And also because this could also be because I'm building, the last two ones I've actually been building like aquatics empires instead of actually building mostly on the land. That could be an issue as well. Because, let's face it, the AI can't fight its way out of a paper bag on the water. It's kind of pathetic. But anyway, hopefully there have been some improvements. My wife has just texted me that she's got her lunch here, so that's exciting. I will put that on the mute button, and maybe I will try to text and talk at the same time, because that will totally go well. While I'm drinking, got my beer in my right hand, my phone in my left hand, and my mouth running at the same time. What could possibly go wrong, folks? Anyway, just a moment here. Alright, so we're checking things out. I think that I'm worried about Susan Fielding. Yeah, Fielding's a bit of a dangerous threat there, I think. I think I'm going to have to deal with her at some point. So that's what's going through my head at the moment, is that Fielding could potentially be a bit of a problem. What the hell is it Ronaldo? Whatever. Space Attila, Brasilia, is, as usual, has pissed off everybody and has gotten the shit kicked out of him because he pissed off everybody and went to war with everybody. Which really is a major fault in the AI. He just likes to attack people too early, and then they're just like, smack the fool down. And I did manage to take one of his cities. I believe that was actually won through a peace deal, although it's an aquatic city, so I probably could have taken it as well. I don't remember, honestly. I'm sure you guys do if you've been watching, but I'm sorry, guys. It's been a few weeks. This one's been a few weeks in the making. And Elodie is impressed by my production right now. And KP is impressed by my energy reserves. Usually when I have them complimenting me on my energy reserves, it's a case of, alright, I need to go spend some energy. And really, that should be something I'm looking into. I should be looking into just building massive quantities of academies, which you can build on the water, as well as land. And good to know here, my wife's day today is not busy. She works on a contract for our federal government here in Canada. Well, not directly, but her company, which is a private company, works for the doing stuff for the federal government. And let's face it, most federal government employees have used this as vacation time, because why the hell wouldn't you when you've got an employer as understanding as the Canadian government? Anyway, let's talk about the game here. All right, so what are we doing with this worker? Getting him down there, probably going to try to improve some stuff. That city, Yagsong, was getting blockaded a lot by aliens for quite a while. I think I actually was quite hostile to the aliens earlier. Now I think I've got a city somewhere that is actually has one of their nests within its territory. And if you have a nest within the territory of this city and you don't destroy it, which the game no longer forces you to do, then you can actually gain the aliens' friendship. They will be friendly towards you at a certain point. It takes a while, but they'll be friendly towards you. They'll see you as one of their own, and they'll defend you to an extent, which is kind of cool. Now, on the flip side of that, if you go ahead and you start pillaging alien nests, they get so much more pissed than they did before. They just go apeshit on you. So that's a problem. All right, let's take a look here. Let's take a look, see what we got. I'm thinking about new city locations. I'd like to take a look at the mini-map to see what my actual cities are. Oh, yeah. So this is after the war with Fielding, so I did lose a city right around that area before. At least I believe that's the case. Or maybe I spoiled it for you guys and I haven't built the colonist yet. Who knows? I do believe, however, that Fielding is a bit of a bitch either way. So anyway, we're going to continue patrolling around. There's so many goodies in here that it's just getting a little ridiculous with regards to explorers, but oh well. Oh, I should mention something about the artifact system there, just while I'm at it here. So, if you collect 3 artifacts and then just process them all at once, then more often than not, you'll get a new random building that you can build in your cities. So, like, there's one called the Xenomass Bathhouse, which gives, like, incredible healing power. It, like, repairs your troops in one turn or so. So that's definitely something interesting there. But if you just do them all at once, then you just get one thing. But in the early game, like, this game is all about snowballing your way to victory. So it's it is a choice in between whether I want to save those artifacts or whether I want to just burn through them immediately. And more often than not, I choose to burn through them immediately if they're like a production artifact and I need to finish off a wonder, or a science artifact. Mostly the science artifacts I just burn through right away because I consider something like a significant amount of research, like say 90 science, that's pretty good. That'll get me towards another tech pretty quickly, at least in the early game. And right now we're working on our, we were just working on our espionage screen there, and with Chungsu, let's see here, we've got agent. I think we have 1 or 2 special agents. So anyway, the way that the system goes there is that the agents gain a certain amount of tech for each rank. I can't think of it exactly at the moment. Unfortunately, I cannot access the screen that shows it. But yeah, they get a certain amount of tech for each operation they do, regardless. I believe it's anything from like establishing a network to going ahead and actually, like, say, dropping a dirty bomb or succeeding in a coup or something like that. So probably the best bet for you guys is to, if you're playing as this civilization, at least what I found so far, is just go for the shortest operation, which I believe is the science one. So I don't know. I go for like the lower danger to the mid-danger operations just over and over again. So like siphon off energy credits or steal science, maybe steal a technology, but usually that takes a bit longer, or just conduct propaganda, because that'll get you a little bit of diplomatic capital, which is nice. Although more energy comes from the siphon credits, which is usually superior. And we're looking at upgrading our boat here, and I can't see the damn text. All right, so we've got our boat upgraded to a tenant. That's good. We've got a disciple here, and I believe we want to go for the swarming one. Yep, we're going for the one where the those dudes get some nice flanking bonuses. We've got a slightly advanced fighter here. That's always good. And that's it for our upgrades. So we did get our next affinity level, which is always nice. We did grab our robotics. And what should we go for next? Oh, this is... yeah, we want this one because we don't have biowells yet, and there's so much xenomass all over the damn place, and that does produce a lot of wonderful health. And let's see here. So we're pathing, and I'm just taking a look here right now. I was explaining how the affinity screen works here, and what sort of hybrid affinities we'd want. Like if we go for the Harmony and Supremacy one, we get some growth opportunities there, which is pretty damn good. And so far though, we're just branching off in the direction of pure old supremacy here. So we're doing that. And yeah, we're just taking a look at the various things on here. I'm just going to take a quick little drink here while we're going through this. So it looks like most of the bonuses are actually at low levels, at least for the hybrids. Looks like a lot of them have to do with either giving bonus health or taking away unhealthiness, which is nice because we're currently in negative health. But negative health is not nearly as big of a problem as it is in, say, other games like Civilization 5, where negative happiness is like a death sentence by comparison. Once you get below negative 10 happiness there, you start to get rebels. Things, and also the rest of your empire just kind of grinds to a halt. Things are a lot less efficient. It's very crippling. But in this game, you can get to like 30, 40 unhappiness, and things are less efficient, but your army still works at maximum efficiency, which is probably the biggest difference in between this game and Civ 5 there, is that the army takes a serious hit in Civ 5 in its efficiency. Like, it becomes like they start with machine guns, they end up just throwing spears. That's what it seems like. And just a sec, guys. And do we have this new virtue? Yes, we do. We've got techno artisans. Fantastic. I think we want to go ahead in this case and try to push our way down to the boost for the academy as well. I need to start building some bloody academies here, but that doesn't look like it's happening yet. And oh, I've created a settler and I'm sending him off. Okay. All right, where am I sending this particular settler off to, I wonder? Am I sending him off to the west there where we saw that wonderful frac site? Or am I going to send him inland past the past my coastal land city there? Because I've got a couple of options. Hell, if I wanted to, I could also send him down south of my capital and have him go where my capital originally spawned, and he would instantly turn into a full-fledged city instead of just an outpost, because if you found a city within a area of land that is already claimed as yours, then it just goes straight to a city. So that's pretty cool. And we're just going to try to make some improvements there. I'm just going to have another sip of my beer. There we go. Yeah, it looks like I'm interested in that particular area. So, I'm not sure, but I think that's could be a problem with Fielding's navy there. Fielding's a bit of a bitch, so you need to watch out for her. But anyway, we will see. I'm also thinking now about the wisdom of actually trying to go for the domination victory here. Not the domination victory, the emancipation victory. And now we're just looking at my last little set of things. Going for the domestic trait. Most likely I'll go for spying. Although going for science as well would be good. The thing is, the domestic one for spying is actually kind of crappy. It just reduces intrigue in your cities, which is usually easy enough, done easily enough. This one for health, yeah. So I'm not that keen on it. So I'm going for a military one. I think the military one for espionage is better. Yeah, missions go quicker when you get upgrades to your agents quicker. Takes fewer missions for them to get promoted. That one seems pretty good, so I've selected that. Or I will. I'm thinking about it. I'm going over it. I'm reading it. Taking a look at the agreements I can get. And yeah, there we go. That's been selected. Should really probably work on the production as well, because production in... actually, production in the aquatic cities is not too bad, but production of land units is kind of shit, and that's the thing I was getting at just before I started talking about which personality traits I'm going to be choosing there. The production of land units, I think, is pretty damn necessary for the emancipation victory, and I'm not sure how well I would do with that, because, yeah. Maybe I can just build a bunch of ships and just send them through the portal. Maybe that'll work. I mean, I can... but I think the ultimate mech that you can build, I believe it's called an Angel or an Archangel, that Supremacy can build. I think that one would have more production if you build it, or would cost take more turns to build if you build it in an aquatic city than if you build it on a land city. I think that's how they balance things. So, anyway, we'll see what happens. We'll be a few episodes away from that at the very least here. I would probably expect probably at least 15 episodes, maybe up to 20, maybe more than 20. I don't think I've completed a single Let's Play on this one yet, so I can't give you an accurate estimate, unfortunately. Frustrating thing, too, is that you can get the Emancipation Gate, like, pretty damn early. You can get the tech for it, and then you have to just go ahead and just plow through, like, 6 more affinity levels. So I can get it... So I can get the tech for the Victory Wonder around, say, Supremacy level 9 or so, but I can't actually build it until Supremacy level 15. So that means I have to research like 6 garbage techs to get the full level. Anyway, guys, this is it for this particular video. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time with live commentary. Thank you for watching.